Today is day 26 of Inktober 2025. Hello, precious friends. Welcome to this video and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Brenda Campbell. I'm an artist and a certified Zentangle teacher. If you're already a friend, thank you very much for returning. I'll be your guide through the 8 steps of the Magical Zentangle Method of drawing. This is a practice, one that allows us to slow ourselves down and be in this moment. A practice where we focus on one stroke at a time. It also provides other benefits like increased confidence and creativity, and way too many others to list them all here. This is a practice that can change your life. It has changed mine, and that's why I say it's magical. I hope you'll include Zentangle in your routine, and I'm honored to be part of your journey. I am participating in the Inktober challenge this year, and I mentioned that today is day 26. I've already posted a short video, and you'll find a link to that at the end of this one. And in this introduction video, I talk about its origins and how it became an annual Zentangle challenge. My approach this year is different as I combine 2 Inktober lists. So grab some paper and a pen, find a comfy spot, and relax as we draw our 26th Inktober tile. All right, so today we're drawing on a tan tile, and as I have done in all of these videos, I am using a 3Z tile from Zentangle. This is their triangle shaped tile. It measures approximately 3.5 inches or 8.89 centimeters on each side. I will be using a single brown color today. I'm using my Micron 05 light brown. I'm also going to be using a white Sakura Gelly Roll 08 pen. I have a graphite pencil with a tortillion, and I have a white chalk pencil with a tortillion. And so that's what we're going to be using. If you don't have these same things, don't worry, just use what you have. It's not about the drawing or the art, it's about the journey. So use what you have and enjoy the practice with me. And let's go ahead and clear our space as we prepare ourselves to begin with step 1, gratitude and appreciation. In this step, we are just going to do some breathing, and we're going to do some reflecting on what we are grateful for. And so let's just go ahead and begin with a big breath in and getting tall as you inhale, and a slow breath out and just relax as you exhale. And another big breath in and out. And now just let your breath fall into its natural breathing rhythm. And just sit with your breath. Notice it. Pay attention to it as you inhale and exhale. Once you're feeling settled, go ahead and think of something that you're grateful for right now in this moment. And once you have that thing you're grateful for, go ahead and sit with it for a moment and pay attention to how you feel. How does gratitude feel? I do want you to remember this feeling. And as we draw today, if you reach a point where you get a little flustered, or maybe you're just not sure what's next, it's okay. Just stop yourself. Take a big breath in and a slow breath out. And remember this feeling. And then I think you'll be ready to draw again. And that is all there is to step 1, gratitude and appreciation. So I'm going to grab my graphite pencil for step 2. Step 2 is corner dots. And we're simply going to put a dot in each one of our 3 corners. Step 3 is a border. We create our border by connecting our dots. Step 4 is a string. And again, I'm going to skip my string today. And we are going to go ahead and we are going to draw a new tangle for me. But let's talk about the tangle and then let's talk about the prompt. So today's tangle is OwlPeek by Susan Yeo, CZT. And today's prompt from Jake Parker is puzzling. So I really struggled with this one. I wasn't sure how I was going to depict puzzling with this tangle. And then all of a sudden it hit me, and really the answer is in the name of the tangle. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw one big owl peak in our tile, and we are going to, from that one single tangle, we are going to create an owl. And hopefully you'll see the puzzling that I'm adding in as I'm drawing my tangle. So let's go ahead and begin with step 5, the tangles, and let's begin drawing our pattern or tangle, OwlPeek by Susan Yeo. Now I'm going to begin with my light brown 05 pen. And OwlPeek is a really, really fun looking tangle, I think. You know, everybody has their own opinion. But it begins with an X, and I'm going to draw an X up here at the top. And this X is going to be fairly large. Okay. Then I'm going to turn the X on its side, and I am going to draw a spiral that connects to the center. And because I want to incorporate puzzling, I'm trying to make my spiral relatively tight. Then I'm going to flip it upside down and repeat. Do the same thing again. And if you've ever watched an animated program, a lot of times they'll represent a puzzling look by a big spiral in the eyes of a character. So here's where I'm trying to begin to incorporate my puzzling. So the next step, once you've got your spiral, is to connect these X's to your spiral and just kind of make a solid space here. Okay. Then we're going to draw a line across our X's to complete our pattern. Now this is a fun pattern, and you can draw it in a grid. It's like a fragment all its own, but it really is a pretty pattern when it's done right. I think it's pretty It's prettier when you're not putting the spirals so big. So let me show you on the back here how this works. So we're going to draw our X. We're going to draw our spiral. They're going to go opposite directions. Then we're going to round that off. Close it off. And then draw a couple of lines in here. And that is our tangle OwlPeek. So we're gonna make ours look like an actual owl. So the next thing I wanna do is I'm still using my light brown pen. I wanna come down here and I want to draw a line that curls outward from just on the side of center. And then I ored that going the opposite direction. And now I'm going to come up here, close that off, turn my tile and do the same thing again. Close that off. And then the last thing I want to do is put an aura all the way around this whole shape. So I'll start here, going around. I'm kind of connecting these two with my aura. Okay. And I think that's all I'm going to do with my light brown pen for now. So I'm going to put that away, and I'm going to grab my Gelly Roll 08 pen, and I am going to draw my lines in my OwlPeek. So I'm going to start in the center with one line in the center. Then I think I'm going to go 3 lines on either side. And then I'll do the same thing in this space. I get more, this seems like a bigger space. Okay. So now, still trying to be in keeping with the owl theme for our OwlPeek. I'm going to draw another tangle in these sections here. And this is a tangle called Talk. It's spelled T-A-G-H. And this is a Zentangle deconstructed pattern. And I love this pattern for scales or feathers. It just really works nicely. And it's kind of a scallop that alternates. And there's not a lot of space. I'm drawing it kind of small. Remember, there's no mistakes, so don't stress about it. Okay, then I'll do the same thing over here, but I'm gonna flip it around. Just giving it a hint of a feather with that tangled talk. So before I put my white pen away, I'm going to go ahead and add a couple ears up here above our aura line. And I'm just going to use my white pen, and I'm going to fill in these triangles here. Okay. Now I'm going to put my pen away, and I'm going back to my light brown pen, and I am going to come over here and aura my ears. Okay, so we have some owl ears. And then I think, well, first of all, I kind of went over this brown line a lot, so I'm going to bring that back, get rid of that white, just redraw it, and then I did the same thing here. So that kind of helps. Okay, and then I'm going to come down here, and we are going to draw this diamond shape, and we're going to fill that in with our light brown for a beak. So our OwlPeek owl is complete. So I'm going to bring our prompt in now, our puzzling prompt, with a couple of spirals. And I kind of want to make these lines kind of wiggly, and then make it a question mark. Maybe do another one or two over here. So, if the spiral eyes don't do it, hopefully the question marks do. So this is our OwlPeek tangle with our puzzling theme prompt. So I am done with my pens. I'm putting my brown pen away, and I'm going to pick up my graphite pencil, and we're going to add a little shading first. So let's go ahead and just add a little bit of shading inside this aura we put around our owl. And we're just changing the color, giving it some contrast from the background and the inside. And I think that's all we need for the moment. So let's go ahead and blend that out first. See where that leaves us. Remember, step 6, the shading is really not always about adding a shadow, but adding contrast. And I like the tan tiles because when you have different colored ink that you can use, that you can see on the tile, like the tan tile, then it really helps, I think, to make it just look pretty, because you know there's no shading going on here. It's just adding a color in here. So I think I'm going to go ahead and grab my pencil back, and I'm going to put a little bit here on the inside of each one of these X's or triangles with the lines, and we'll blend that out. Not too far though. Then maybe with what I have left, I'll add some on the sides of the ears where they come to the, maybe I'll just put this color in there, in the whole aura space. That looks good. Okay, maybe I'm done with my tortillion for my chalk, or for my graphite. And now I'm going to pick up my chalk, and I'm going to put a little bit coming out from the point of each of these triangles up top here. Then I'm going to put a little bit inside around my spirals. And then, just for fun, I'm going to add some here inside where I have my talk pattern. And I am just randomly adding this chalk different spots. And it's just going to add to the texture, I think, inside there. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my white chalk tortillion and start blending out our white chalk. This is just adding to the texture. It's not a consistent treatment of that white, but I like the way it looks. Okay, so now I'm going to grab my graphite pencil again, because I think we need a little bit under here. So let's blend that out next. Okay, and I really think that's probably good for step 6, the shading, but I'm going to come back with my brown pen and draw over some of these lines that we got lost, or that we lost to the chalk. This will bring those lines back. So that is the risk when you redraw your lines, is that you'll end up with a much wider line, but I don't care. It's gonna be okay. There are no mistakes. It'll look fine. Okay, I am good with that. So we are done with step 6, the shading. And now I am going to go to step 7, which is initial and sign. So I'm going to put my chop on the front. I'm going to put that over here. If you don't have a chop, don't worry, just put your initials on the front. Then I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to sign it and date it, but I'll date it off camera. Then I'm going to add a note that this is for day 26 of Inktober 2025. And step 8 is just to sit back and appreciate again. So appreciate this fun little piece of art that you made. Appreciate the time that you took for yourselves. It's always good to stop and really think about ourselves, and the time that we take to take care of ourselves is so precious. So I appreciate each and every one of you. And I really enjoy our time together here, so I hope you do too. If you do, you can always let me know with a comment. I appreciate them, and I do read every one. I'm not that big. So that's all we have today, friends. Thanks again for watching. I hope you'll join me again tomorrow. But until then, as always, remember to be you and be happy.